school, what's up? Ride the what?
The only independent voice of Liberia. No allegiance to any political party, organization, institution, or individual. Freedom 97.9, your best choice.
Knowing that personally, you'll be trying to have a good heart, everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding the end, you're moving down the hill. This is nature. My father, right now, I buy him paper. Every day I gotta buy a paper. There's a man who bought me paper before. I'm buying paper now because the time has reached. So I thought the old man could be president in 2017 and run for this. And he said, he said, when you run for one term, he insisted it. I agree with him. I disagree. In my mind, he should rest, find somebody else.
I would not know if it's wrong, but one thing that I was not able to accomplish that I wanted to accomplish was after the war, the Liberians people elected me, and in fact, the Liberian people elected me to unite the country. I was not able to get some of the other factional leaders to return to Liberia. I was not able to get one or two of the political leaders to return. And I think they helped to provoke the situation. I was able to do a whole lot. Strangely, the LPC, these were all warring factions, and all of the other warring factions, I was able to bring them into government. In fact, most of the combatants that fought for the government during the war were the combatants of the warring factions that fought against me. So I accomplished bringing them together. I accomplished making sure that the issue of tribalism went away in Liberia. But I mean, to a great extent, I think most Liberians now, if you went to Liberia and took a poll, they would say Mr. Taylor did his best.
Any other regrets?
The second regret is that I was never able to get the United States to understand me. I was never able to get them to work with me, which is so essential for Liberia. No president of Liberia, no president can make it successfully unless he is online with Washington. Now, I'm not the type of guy that you can pick up a telephone and command. I don't take that. I didn't take that from Washington. Then, even if I were elected president, I would not take it. I'm not that kind. I'm not a coward. But I do believe that a good working relationship is essential for any president of Liberia, or that president will fail.
I'm filled with a profound sense of gratitude and humility. It has been an honor and a privilege to serve as your president and commander-in-chief for the past 6 years. Together, in 2018, we embarked on a journey to build a united, peaceful, and prosperous Liberia. And I am deeply thankful for the trust and support you have bestowed upon me and my administration during my tenure. As we navigate the complexity of governance, your partnership was instrumental in the development and implementation of policies and programs that aim to bring progress and development to our great nation. Reflecting on the accomplishment of these 6 years, let me tell you that I am proud of what we have achieved together. We have built roads, supported free wires and free tuition at high schools and public universities, stabilized the macroeconomic challenges we face in 2018, built hundreds of pro-poor housing units, and achieved on so many fronts that we are able to list here today. However, I acknowledge that there is always room for improvement, and perhaps more could have been done under different circumstances. Regrettably, some of the long-term projects we initiated did not reach completion during my tenure. I am hopeful that the incoming administration will carry the torch forward and bring these initiatives to fruition for the benefit of all Liberians. fellow compatriots, rumors and misinformation have played a large part in our politics over the last 6 years. It is my hope we as a country will overcome this challenge over the next 6 years. To begin this, we must start with the facts of the transition. I must report to you that we are leaving behind a better economy than we inherited. Today, President-elect Joseph Nima Bouaka will inherit a stronger economy than I inherited. There is a bigger net international reserve position than was handed me in 2018. I inherited 94,999,000 United States dollars in net international reserves. And I am handing over to the next administration a net international reserve position of 222,700,000 United States dollars. This is 136% increase in the net international reserve position. The total cash balance in the government's consolidated account is United States $40,044,365.90. In 2018, my government inherited a consolidated cash position of $7 million United States dollars. The next administration thus has more resources to deal with emergency macroeconomic challenges than my administration. 2018. My fellow citizens, through our time together, I have still fast to two cornerstones of leadership, keeping the peace and upholding the democratic process and the root of our democratic journey. I am immensely proud that during my tenure, Liberia remained at peace with itself and at peace with its neighbor. Our armed forces, the force of good, were never turned against our own people, and external actions were confined to international. This peace, sustained by our own domestic resources, is a testament to the maturity and strength of our nation. We protected the inalienable rights of every Liberian citizen as enshrined in our Constitution. Freedom of speech, assembly, and expression were not only preserved, but celebrated. There were no political prisoners or prisoners of conscience during my entire term, a testament to the development of strong democratic institutions that are now not only hailed as competent and professional, but as trusted and credible. Liberia is now regarded as a pillar of democracy in West Africa and a shining example to the world. This was only made possible through our various collaborative efforts. I want to thank all Liberians, regardless of your political affiliation, for staying the course and helping build a stronger and more vibrant nation. As I step aside as president of Liberia, I will remain actively engaged with the politics of the country as standard bearer and political leader of the Coalition for Democratic Change, the CDC, in order to ensure the continuation of our strong and vibrant democracy. I therefore urge you, my fellow citizens, to continue to be law-abiding and seek peaceful means to resolve differences. Embrace tolerance and dialogue. Let us love one another and come together as one people, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let us remember the strength of our unity, the resilience of our democracy, and the hope that lies in the future of Liberia. As we welcome a new era, let us move forward hands in hand with a shared commitment to building a united nation that will continue to strive on observing the tenets of democracy and adhering to the rule of law. May God bless you all, and may God continue to bless the Republic of Liberia.
Those who hold the speech, the inauguration will everybody happy. We are rejoicing.
When by dint of choice, we enable and allow our best men and women to serve in different areas. I've heard it being said about legal
special court for Sierra Leone for a fair trial, his kind of trial. This takes him out of the local and regional dynamics that is West Africa. Second, tie any financial on President Obasanjo, irrespective of his personal and leadership obligations to the West African sub-region. And therein lies the dilemma for current African heads of state and government, but how to enter into binding commitments and obligations with the African pairs and remain steadfast, resolute, and unyielding in their fidelity to those agreements in the face of such unrelenting and punishing pressure from powerful Western leaders.
My people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up from your slumber, stop sleeping. Wave your hands, wave your hands, wave your hands, wave your. Come on, come on, come on. I know y'all sleeping now. Y'all gotta wake up small, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. So much. I said they lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They get lies, they get steal, they get lies. I said we tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that led us to all our damages. We tired with that speech they preach in thee, and now you need to deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrate us. So why did you lie? Why did you steal? Why did you allow the citizens to be? See, we just tell you. That's why we vote tell you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask.
May peace be unto the arches of all those who've lost their lives in the struggle for democracy and freedom, in the struggle for good governance, in the struggle for better living conditions, in the struggle for better health care, in the struggle for better life. Oh, they did not do any wrong.
Telling you, brother. So where are the schools?
Even those who died in the discharge of their duties to the state and for the state, those who are vilified and insulted for doing the right things and use stolen resources to influence the minority of the masses,
Your vision and your mission.
go after the good leaders and protect the bad leaders.
Nothing. So why? The government should lie. Why?
Always be yourself. Always express yourself. Always have faith in yourself. Do not go out looking for a successful personality and duplicate it. No, don't do that. You know why? You yourself can be that personality that you want to go out to look for.
The government betray us.
So be yourself, aim high, you struggle better,
Want to hope on.
and focus on attaining your desired goals. Let me say a very, very pleasant good evening to all of you across the country. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to those of you in the diaspora. Our friends, our fans, our critics, our followers, and even those of you who do not like the things we say and the way we say them. It's good to have all of you joining us tonight.
Nothing.
It's Tuesday in the Republic of Liberia, and I'm broadcasting live to you from the nation's capital, Monrovia, with a lot of things on our plate to talk about tonight. As always, after being away for a while, 2 weeks, extremely sad, but yes, these are some of the challenges that a man has to face. If you don't encounter these challenges, then you do not deserve to call yourself a living being. But it's good that we are back, and we are back to stay. We are back to engage. So few hours from now, the nation, the country, the world, the continent,
that left us to allow the damage.
all the continents
Tired with that speech they preach.
will celebrate one man.
Because they think
One man will receive messages from every part of the world
they should speak.
only because it is his birthday. Only one person in the world, one person in Liberia, is going to receive messages, start receiving. In fact, he has already started receiving messages from every part of the world. There is no continent
We ask
that he is not going to receive a message from. The entire world is going to celebrate him.
want to hope on nobody. My hope that I have been broken.
And so this show is dedicated
Where are the roses? Where are
to
the
His Excellency, the King of Africa,
echo?
George Manuel Weah.
People tire, they tire. You see the reason why we ask why the government betrayed.
Google says George Weah turns 59 years old a few hours from now, less than 2 hours from now.
Your vision and your mission, your intention,
The political leader of the CDC,
nothing.
former president of the Republic of Liberia,
Government should lie. Why? But that
the only football player on the African continent to bucket, to bag the Ballon d'Or.
the government betrayed us. They betrayed us so much. I said they lie.
And so, yes, we're dedicating this edition of the show to him. And even tomorrow's edition will also be dedicated to him.
Betray us. They can lie.
So we'd like to say happy pre-birthday to you, Mr. President, Mr. Political Leader, and Arco of Africa. Welcome to all of you, my fans, my friends, followers. And thanks to all of you who've been texting, calling to know why you've not been on there, why you're not on there, why you not. Let people reach out.
We tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now you need
It is because of the cause that we had to take a decision
to why they should lie. Why they
to return, and we are back.
lie. The citizens don't be. You see, we just tell you. That's why we both tell you. Thank God.
So there is this conversation ongoing about the death of a police officer
Why? The government should lie.
versus a taxi driver. That I want to talk something about. It's important. We want to send out a strong message to the state security forces, especially those in the Liberia National Police.
Betray us. They betrayed us so much. I said,
You know, those of us who are aggressive speakers or writers, radical communicators, as some will call us.
people want to hope on nobody. My hope.
We go for the hard facts, the hard issues, that's why this show is called Freedom Hard Talk. Here we talk the hard issues. We say the things that nobody behind microphone in the Republic of Liberia at about this time who dare to say to the government officials or to the opposition people or to the newsmakers, those in the news.
Walk for people crying for hunger. Look.
So yes, we'll talk something about that incident. It is sad that somebody has had to lost his life,
Nothing.
but we have a message.
Why?
A message that will resonate in the deep down in the scores of the John security people. Joe Barker returned to the country today. We're going to speak with one or two reporters who were on the airport covering his arrival. Emmanuel journalist Emmanuel Johnson will talk to us very shortly. We will speak to a political figure, Avin Wise as well. And there are just a lot to talk about. There are some Facebook posts that have been made by key actors who supported the current regime. It seems they are displeased and dissatisfied with the manner in which our governance process is proceeding. So the other day also I posted that the Chief Justice decision. Chief Justice as an idiot. And there were some who did not like the description, but I didn't have any regret for using it. I carefully choose it. Now the Chief Justice has confirmed in reaction to the trial judges. The Chief Justice has confirmed that he is an idiot. We are going to play you his recording. Man who violate the law and comes back and justify his violation of the law, that's idiotic. Only an idiot would do that. So now I can say to all of you that I was not wrong when I said the Chief Justice's decision to have recommended his son for appointment was So yes, these are the issues we're going to talk about. These are the issues we want to talk about, and we think these are the issues we should talk about. There are a lot of videos also parading on social media. You see them. We're going to play some here tonight. The Unity Party people rented buses. They took all the commercial buses from Monrovia to Ramos International Airport, chartered them, paid those drivers before the drivers took their buses to RIA. Pay struggling Liberian citizens $20, some $10, some $15 to go to the airport. And not just that, they also promised some of those who they took at the airport that they are owing from other political parties that they were going to receive their money, their debts at the airport. So the people were convinced that, oh, they go to the airport, we pay your money there. The whole t-shirts, political party t-shirt, and ran to the airport with the mindset that the government was going to pay their money they owed them at the airport, only because they wanted number on the airport. Just for the folks to realize that they were fooled, they were misled. So we have some of those videos here we're going to play for you. And obviously, this is the size and shape of the show tonight. This show is proudly sponsored by Crime Stopper Liberia of Omen Samsaya. We are in partnership with Win Liberia, our financial partner. Very shortly, we're taking a break from our sponsor and partner. When we come back, we talk the hard issues. We're going to hurt people, opinion them, but we're going to communicate to our leaders in a radical manner.
In Liberia on Freedom FM. Yes, for just $100 Liberian dollars or 50 cent United States dollars, you can win from 4,000 Liberian dollars up to 10,000 Liberian dollars. And for $200 Liberian dollars or $1 United States dollar on Dapa days, you can win from 15,000 Liberian dollars, 50,000 Liberian dollars, 100,000 Liberian dollars, and up to 1 million Liberian dollars. For these amazing prizes, dial *255*1#. Again, dial *255*1#. The more you play, the better your chances. It's Win Liberia Cash Giveaway on Freedom FM.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to stop the surge of vigilante-style justice in this country, none of us will be safe. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we are seeing in recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Sanya, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Sanya.
Okay, Jibo, just hold on small. We'll come to you. Okay, just hold on. We'll come to you. Let's do something from this side. Let's welcome all of those who are joining us tonight on the show from their different locations. It's good to have all of you joining us tonight. Let's see whether we can recognize some of you and then move into our discussions here tonight. Alaska P, welcome to the show from India. Augustine Musa has joined us tonight. Junior Bar Venetius is also following the show from the borough of New Kutan. Agatha Glasgow is joining from Tinkers Village. Ansu Famule from Broadview is also following. Henry To has joined us tonight from Cardwell. James Lamy is following the show. Karim Kurman, welcome to the show, my dear brother. William To is following as well tonight from Battery Factory. He says Patricia John has joined us as well. Charles Gray is following from Cardwell, particularly Coffee Farm. John Saki Connor is joining us tonight from Atlantic City there in the U.S. James Ross Swain is also following the show. Buzzy Buzz. My Buzzy, Claudia Addison, welcome to the show, Buzzy. From the U.S., Patricia Brown has joined us as well. Paul Jasper is following, and so Andrew Nangme has joined us tonight from Cardwell. Mohammed Balu is also following from Broadview. Douglas Bailey from the U.S. is also following. Duete is joining us tonight from Minnesota. Jeremy Dwyer, Stephen Fowler are all following. Sis Lou Black Mom is also watching the show as well. Prince Dulcie is joining us tonight from Grand Cape Mount. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay. King Sergio Wisse is joining us tonight from Broadview City. Abu Bakr Sharif has joined us as well from Vitan. Helena Wilson is following the show. Thanks to all of you. Sata Miller has joined us as well. D. Swain Charles from Tottenhamville City. Insano Benjamin Bass is following from 12th Street. Alexa Moba, welcome to you. Small sister Alice Kulu has also joined us tonight. From Barn City in Lima County, William Massaquoi is following the show from the USA, particularly is there in Pennsylvania. David Johnson is following from Minneapolis as well. Nathan Sony is following the show from Grand Crew. Tamabono is also joining. J. Augustus Herb. Hawa Port Wilson from Australia. Monju Lee Monju, welcome, Dada. Peter Jala, Timothy T, Kioki Mami, Sharif, Amos, Kofa are all joining the show tonight. Prince Bunda. It's good to have all of you following the show tonight. So we're doing our talking first. And then at 9:15, our conversation will be focused on George Weah. All of you who have wanted an opportunity to communicate with the president, to say that lovely feeling that you've been harboring deep inside you, but you've been looking for a perfect platform that is seated right before the president's desk or the president's table to listen to you, to listen to that message. This platform has been tailored and organized to communicate, to have your message deeply resonating with the president. So the president is going to listen to your messages tonight at 9:15. We're going to dedicate the last 45 minutes of the show to our callers who will call in to say what they want to say to the president of the former president of our country, George Manning Weah. So again, let me repeat. At 9:15 is all George Weah activities. So we're talking about politics first, and then we talk George Weah. George Weah will close the show. So at 9:15, we will afford all of you the platform. Those of you in the diaspora, those of you listening to us from anywhere across the country, the president ears are open tonight, and so everything and anything you wish to say to the president ahead of his birthday, he will hear every word that you will say tonight when we open the telephone lines at 9:15. So stick and stay. Don't go anywhere. Let's talk the politics, because the politics is tied to our daily, to our livelihood. When the government performs, our incomes appreciate. If the government does not perform, our income or our livelihood depreciate. So everybody wants the government to perform, so our lives or our living condition can appreciate or can improve. And that is why, in all we do, even His Excellency the President, the former President George Weah, will also prefer us consistently engaging even his own government when he was president. I know very well that he had always called us over to have open, us meaning media people, to have open conversation with him. And you go to him, you will say, gentlemen, I call you guys, and I want us to have open conversation about my government. And he will call the critical people, and we can name all the people who are considered critical people on radio or doing talk show in this country. George Weah was president. He held conversation with all of us and said, this is an open conversation, and I want you guys to share with me your frank view about anything that relates to my government that is on your mind. I want you all to share. Let's exchange. Let's share ideas. We sit and we say what we want to say to the president, and he will respond to us and all of that. And that existed or persisted for 6 years under George Weah. I don't know about the current system where the president will invite critical voices, critical people behind the microphones, whether you have opposition view to his government. He didn't care. He wanted to hear the critical thinkers behind microphones in the country to communicate to him what their candid opinions about issues were. The current system, I can't say that. I don't know about that. I don't know of any media engagement that the president has had with critical thinkers. I'm not saying friendly media people who is Mr. President, all is well. Okay. So that's what we are. So we have to talk some of these issues. I've been away for a long. That's why you saw I've been so active on social media. And now, if you watch me, once I'm active on the radio, my engagement on social media, especially on political issues, can be less. So once I'm active on the radio, my engagements on political issues are less on social media. Yes, there's a reason for that, and I will say that to you tonight before we move into our discussion. The reason why you see Austin Kawa less active or engaging on social media is because we try to manage our third parties and create appetite for the show in the night. So yeah, we could post some teasers on social media to get your attraction, and then we'll come on the radio in the night and detail what we want to talk about. But we engage 4, 5, 6, 7 different conversations on social media on a particular topic. It means you will already reveal everything about your thought about everything, and then in the night, the people who are following it, they already know what your thoughts are about a particular issue. They say, no, man, they'll go to another place because they may own, this is the training topic in the country. This man has already engaged on more than 5, 6, 7 different occasions. We are already aware of his opinion on this issue. We want another opinion on this issue. That's why you see I engage less on the trending issues in the country on social media, because I want to reserve my opinions that are very strong for this platform. Okay? So that's it. So now that I'm active on the radio, I'm going to be less engaging on social media. And yes, we'll talk politics, we'll post some issues, but less engaging. Meaning we're not going back and forth in the argument with anybody. You want to hear my opinion on any issue, you come here and listen to my opinion on the trending issues in the country. So that's the reason. So that's why I was active on social media these few days, because I was not on radio. Now that we're back, that's it. So folks, I want to say something to you before we move on. The government of President Weah, President Bouaka, has lied to you again. And that lie has been trumpeted by Gafwan, the finance minister. The finance minister had told you Even the president echoed that at the last State of the Nation address, that no civil servant in this country was making less than $100. The president lied. He was not sincere to you. He didn't tell you the truth. And I don't want to say he did not do perfect, proper consultation, because I believe he did that. The president loves to be lied to. He loves to be told sweet things. So he ate individuals, lazy employees in government, as Ellen says, as Ellen described them, who are so concerned about the terrible politics they engage in, and less focused on doing the people's job, focusing on good governance issues. They're not concerned. All they do, they lie and lie and lie and lie and lie to the Liberian people, to the extent that they lie about the salaries of civil servants. They told you that no civil servant in this country was making below $100. Unfortunately for them, their payroll leaked. Their payroll leaked. No, you didn't hear me. Unfortunately for them, the government payroll leaked. And we're able to obtain the payroll. We have the names of civil servants who are even making up to $86 in some sense. But again, we decide to go into that tonight. It means we're going to dilute our focus on these other key issues and the president's birthday. So we have the whole week. Next week we have the luxury of time to dive into that payroll thing. But the payroll leaked. The only reason why we went after the payroll, because we wanted you to believe that the government was lying about no civil servant making less than $100. Even though we knew that there were civil servants that were being paid less than $100, but we needed the evidence to come here and convince you that your government lied to you. Once we lay our hands on the evidence, we'll come and flash them to you and leave the rest of you. This government lies everything. This government lies about everything. Nothing about this government that has been truthful. They lie about everything. The government is celebrating all the roads projects in the country that George Weah started, but the government is unable to celebrate the construction of what they call a complex in a multi-purpose complex in Foya. Okay, the government is celebrating the expansion, the continuation of the expansion of electricity in the country, which is good. The government is celebrating the continuation of all the road projects that George Weah started, which is also good for me. But what is not good is the fact that they have refused to credit CDC and George Weah government. They're making it to look that those projects were initiated by the Unity Party, and Liberians must believe that Weah did not do anything. Weah did not leave a legacy. Weah did not leave anything behind for the UP to continue. And so everything they were doing is Joe Boaga's initiative. They will say, okay, we will dispel these lies by providing facts, but we will also insist that the UP government will run around in this country to celebrate her own projects. If she has one. There's a project in Lofa. You building some say 10 millions, some say 8 millions. The onus is on the government to come publicly to state clearly what the project is. What the cost of the project, what the project about, who owns the project? Is it a government ownership, or is Joe Boaga's project? But the government say we're not talking in nothing. They don't want to talk because there are sinister motives and other hidden information that we're just waiting to lay our hands on. We already know, but we are waiting to lay our hands on them. So the government now is afraid to celebrate a project that they broke ground for. That project we're talking about, that Joe Boaga broke ground for that project. So I can safely say here to you, that project is owned by the Unity Party. They broke the ground. They cleared the land, broke the ground, started the foundation. It is, but they are afraid to celebrate the project. They don't want to talk about the project. So come to ask yourself, These people are running around celebrating overhead paths that George Weah started. They're running around celebrating the bridge-to-bridge project that George Weah started. How come they are afraid to celebrate a project that they themselves broke grounds for and got the project the way it is? Why are they afraid? Why are they ashamed to celebrate a project that they broke grounds for? Something is not right, and we are aware, and we will reveal them. They say when you're pointing your one finger to somebody you perceive to be your opponent or your enemy, at least 3 of your fingers will be coming back to you. So as you point this finger, you see 3 coming back. As you point this finger, you see 3 coming back to you, and 1 is playing neutral role. Eh? So even if you decide to point 2 fingers, 3 will come back to you. The case of Joe Barker. This man had issue with George Weah completing his own project that his money started before he even became president. Barker was just elected president. He spent over $500,000 to upgrade his house. He had not even been inaugurated. To upgrade his house. Where did the money come from? Today, there's no public record. There's no fiscal record to show that the state spent the money to upgrade Joe Barker's house. He took the money for a Gupta group. A Gupta group of corrupt South African, Arab, and Indian and Lebanese business people conglomerate. Barker is not safe. I don't know why these security folks. Anyway, that's his business. I'm not going to put my money in that one. Go and tell that one. Maybe I'll be happy. He said, "You said that allow his with that group of people associated with terrorists and junk seal to bring that money and upgrade your house and put security features that cannot even be determined by our just security. You think you say everything you do, everything that happens to Barker, people outside know, the even people inside." But like I said, I believe that one. I want to be it. That's why we see people. We see people talking. Oh, Joe Barker is doing well. The government is this. Sit down and laugh and say, are these people understanding what good is? The definition, the meaning, the true meaning of good. Do they know what enjoyment is? Do they know what good life should be? Do they know what good health care should be? Do they know what putting food on your table means? Do they know that? Do they understand that? They don't. They don't. See the disgrace, the shame, the embarrassment Joe Barker brought to our country today. George Weah traveled, and we were raising our $20, $30, $50 to rent buses and buy water and food for people to go to the airport to receive him. Even though he did not want it. Even though he did not want it. Some of us had to insist in some places. Say no. You've been away for a while for good reasons too. The world has to know that you have returned to your country. The sitting president cannot even rally all of his cabinet ministers to go to the airport. The president alone could not rally even all his cabinet ministers to go to receive him at the airport. That was the biggest shame to Joe Barker. What was even disgraceful is the fact that they had to pay people and lie to them or place them under the pretext that they were taking them to the airport, those who they were owing to give them their money, to pay their money. Someone said, we're told, let's go to the airport, we will pay you. Let's play some of these videos so you hear the audio in them. Let's play you some. Let's play some of this video. It's so disgusting. is so appalling and extremely disgraceful and laughable that Joe Biden will still be paying people to go to airport to receive him with his empty bags of nothing from the UN General Assembly. His friends held meaningful discussions with IMF folks, World Bank, UNDP, UNFPA, all these kinds of people were having his counterparts were having African counterparts were having strategic meetings tailored in health, education, electricity, artificial intelligence. All these conversations were being held on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly. Joe Biden did not attend one because he was not invited to one. He did not bring anything back to this country. He brought a customized clothes and shoes and slingers. That's what he brought. He brought back all those luggages as they are all customized clothes in there for Joe Biden. 81-year-old man is more concerned about dressing the quality of clothes as for the country. That's his concern, the quality of the clothes he wears. He's not concerned about the quality of the leadership he was elected to provide. He wants to know what kind of suit he's wearing tomorrow, what kind of shoes he's wearing tomorrow, what the brand of the shoe is, what the brand of the clothes is. That's what Joe Biden is concerned about. But George Weah was too bad and poor and ugly, and he didn't have sense when he was wearing designer clothes. A lifestyle that he got used to when Joe Biden was still putting salt in goat to bring it Wasonga. But they made it an issue that a former football player of the year, European player of the year, African player of the year, with international accolades and connection with people, good people. His friends are good people. His friends are well off. And they were questioning the quality of his clothes he was wearing as president. Imagine they went as far as posting slingers that worth $2,000, $850 US, posting it as if to say George Weah could not afford. Today, Joe Biden wearing the same watches, the same slingers. So I'm like, this is why Biden was getting angry. This is why Biden hate George Weah so much. That envy. That's envy. That's why the old man became president and he made the country to appear. He made the country to look like it's Biden versus Weah, it's CDC versus UP. Instead of focusing and prioritizing the basic economic issues that are supposed to change the living conditions of our people, he ignores them. He played deaf ear to them and focus on his clothing, his footwears. He wants to leave the country every day to live in luxury at the tears, the poor tears of the ordinary people. I stopped going to certain places for certain reasons. After the July 26th celebration, I decided to take a tour in District 17 to some strategic places. The things I heard from the people in District 17 to those communities, the life I saw the people living, and they were like, how come we were seeing money under George Weah? Was he manufacturing the money in Liberia? What was he doing that money was in this country? That monies were in the hands of people. That people were not complaining about food. People were not complaining about hunger. That people were not complaining about salary delay. How come? How come these people say harmonization was wrong? It was a bad fiscal policy. But it did not affect our living condition negatively or downward. How come the people who here say fiscal, harmonization was a bad policy? How come they are here almost 2 years now? They cannot do anything about our salaries that we're making prior to harmonization. These are the things Bwaka should be concerned about. John Mahama lost the election. He came back to contest. He won the election. He did an analysis, a comprehensive analysis of the effects. Sorry, the defects that led to his defeat. And he said, as president in his first 90 days, he was going to use executive orders to change all of those policies until he can have the parliament to pass them. In the parliament, I think the parliament is still in crisis. So he had to use executive order. One he identified was cocoa. Farmers' welfare. He realized that the farmers were producing more, especially cocoa farmers were producing more in Ghana, but they were getting less. They were earning less from what they produced. And the government was earning more in taxes. The government was earning more in taxes from cocoa. The manufacturers were earning more in taxes from cocoa, were making more in profits from cocoa. But the farmers who were producing the cocoa were earning less. And Ghana is a literate society. Ghana has over 85% literacy rate. So the farmers are educated. The farmers are trained. The farmers can analyze. They can comprehend. They know what is good for them. The second issue was the teachers. The education system was too expensive then. And the teachers were complaining continuously that, hey, public education is expensive, teachers need increment in their salary, and all of that. If the student community had issue with it. So all those people came together and said, no, man. And then the economy was hell. Because Ghana were exporting a lot of one of the major production cash crop, cocoa, to British manufacturers and all of that. So they will come back, we'll change that. Mahama came, what Mahama did? First, Mahama declared 60% increment to farmers who were producing cocoa. How that work? He said, every farmer that produces cocoa in this country, we are going to pay you 60% per ton of cocoa on the price, the price on the world market. So if a ton of cocoa was $50 on the world market, every ton of cocoa you sell, Mahama will pay you 60% of that $50. He's talking about something around $38 will be coming back to you per ton. So imagine the price at the time, the price on the world market was around $55, $58, $57, almost $60 per ton. And Ghana is producing huge cocoa. So imagine how many thousands of dollars were going back into the Ghanaian economy, going in the pockets and in the hands, in the purses of Ghanaian farmers. Enough money. That's how you build a middle class. Because the farmers, you see, cocoa farmers as a economic prosperity badge for Ghana. So you have to put more money in their hands. They'll be able to expand their farms. They'll be able to improve their farms through technology, storage, and all of that. And then it's going to add value to the cocoa that will increase demand from foreign markets. Now you see foreign markets are trooping into Ghana to order to buy Ghanaian cocos in the different grades. That's the first step. Today, Ghana can boast of free education, tuition free for all public schools in the country. Joe, we are trying with you. Joe Bwaka said it was a bad decision. He said it was a bad decision. Today, what do we see? He said, okay, this was a mistake. Tuition free in Ghana. This is how leaders take decisions, change decisions. He's cutting waste in public service. He's cutting immunities to government officials. 50% cut in salaries, in wages, in immunities to government officials. What has Bwaka done here? Bwaka cannot even cut his own salary. Bwaka is increasing his budget. Increasing everything. Changing his luxurious vehicles. Increasing his budget. And running around the place in car with $100,000 every day on his credit card. His personal well-being, that's what he's concerned about. Wasting our money on his poor health. And wants us to celebrate him? That's not possible. It's not possible. It's not going to work. It will never work. It's not going to work. The president must govern. He must lead. And all of us must insist the president must lead. While the president is concerned about people carrying 25 to 30 buses on the airport to bring in here when the economy is struggling, people are poor, people are losing their jobs, people are underpaid, and the president is chartering buses, over 30 of them, to go to the airport and welcome him back to the country with nothing. What is that? And how did we get here? This man is 81 years old. He should be concerned about the younger generation. But his misrule and his mismanagement will not affect Tama Bwaka or Joseph Bwaka Jr. or Katumu Bwaka or Rada Bwaka. It's not going to affect Anthony Bwaka. It's not going to affect them because he is placing them in a position. I don't want to use stratifying them, but he's placing them in positions that they can enrich themselves. They have businesses. They have business partners. They are bringing all these people here and paying them hundreds of thousands of dollars every month. Within 6 years, they are all millionaires. Do you really think they will be care about the younger generation? No, that's not going to. That's not going to concern them. How Liberia looks like after 6 years, how the younger generation gets educated after six years, how the younger generation can get access to healthcare, how children under 5 can get free healthcare or free medical service. Our senior citizens who will retire, how do they treat themselves when they get sick? There's no healthcare policy for them. He promised us all of these things. He promised us these things. That he wants all people to go to get free Medicare or medical care at public hospitals. The children on the farm will be able to have access to cheap, affordable, free health care. That our pregnant women to reduce maternal mortality rate. He wants to ensure that medical doctors and nurses and other healthcare givers are trained in a different specialty, and that the number is increased, and that their salaries are increased, and that their welfare are given to them in time to provide good and sound healthcare delivery system to them. What do we see? No action has been taken. Nothing is being said about that. The general ministry is sleeping. The health ministry is fighting amongst itself. Nothing is happening in the country. Joe Bwaka comes to America and he went here and he rents buses to take people to the airport to bring him here. And the people do not even know why they went to the airport. Listen to these people. Listen to them. Listen to this one.
You're here today. Tell us why you're here for. I'm here to receive my fellow benefit.
Yeah.
I mean to receive the president.
Yeah.
The president.
Listen on.
Yeah. And yes. Fire.
I hope you guys on the live. I hope you're hearing her.
You're here today. Tell us.
Please let me know if you are hearing her.
I'm here to receive. And yes. Fire. Fire. You're here today. Tell us why you're here for. I'm here to receive my fellow benefit.
Shows you a salary benefit. The real reason. Now the journalist asked her, you here to receive your benefit. Then she changed it. She cut herself and started lying. At her age, she's Johnny Bwaka to lie. Listen to the lie. I'll carry back. You listen to her. The real reason why she said she went to the airport, and then listen to the time she changed. Listen to when she changed. Listen to her. Listen again.
Yes. Fire.
Fire.
You're here today. Tell us why you're here for. I'm here to receive my fellow benefit.
Or a silent benefit. Yeah. Listen to her second reason.
The father benefit. But I mean to receive the president.
No, I mean to receive the president.
President of the Republic of Liberia. Yes. Are you from one of the group? What's the name of the group you from?
She know.
Power.
She know. She put in Gisi.
Okay. So let's go.
She put in Gisi, and what she's saying Gisi, she's telling somebody standing next to her, Pale Goya. I know the name. But I know the name, Pale Goya, I know the name. The next person near her. She spoke Gisi. Now, this lady was buckled in a bus, taken to the Rabat International Airport that does not even have stable electricity, that is not even paying her employees on time. But the president is coming. The only decent place he has to even rest is the VIP lounge that was built, fully constructed and furnished by George Weah. But he's able to rent over 30 buses to charter clueless individuals whose only reason they can go on the airport is because some of them can speak Kisi or they from Lofa. Put them in buses, take them to Rabat International Airport with no knowledge or understanding of what they are going there for. Can you imagine that? This lady is about, looking at her, she's about 55 years old, or within that range. And she allowed herself to be buckled, placed in a bus among small children and some Zogos to go to the airport without even knowing the organization that takes her there. They say, which organization you came with? Say, she don't know. But I know you, let go. Eh? That's just one. I'm about to play you another guy's audio recording. In his recording, he will confirm exactly what the lady said, that they went for that benefit. But the man does not even know his own name, whether he need Paul, Daniel, or Daniel. He does not even know his own name. Imagine somebody is missing his name. Probably he wanted to lie about his name. Listen to him.
Here to receive the president. How far are you coming from?
How far are you coming from?
I'm from the Kesedi Boulevard.
From Kesedi Boulevard.
Yes. You guys are how many numbers that have come from your group to receive the president? Plenty, Bobby.
Listen to the second individual. Listen to the other one.
Talk to another brother here. Welcome, Chief. Yeah. What is your name? I'm Paul Cooper.
Paul Cooper.
Say what?
Dennis Cooper. The main name is Paul Cooper. What's your name? My name is Paul Cooper. The journalist asked you say why? He said Dennis Cooper. But that's not the real takeaway. Yes, the real takeaway from his interview as well. He's about to confirm or verify what the first lady has said, that they are going to receive their benefit. Listen to him.
Yeah, Mr. Cooper, welcome. You're here today at the front of the airport. What's your mission here today? You came here with a leader for our benefit. You came here with a leader for your benefit. Yeah. What kind of benefit are you here for? Ako. Huh? Ako.
Tina Lorenzo, welcome to the show. Sidiki Traore, welcome to all of you who are just joining us. Amara from Brussels, welcome. Random Morris as well. Ibrahim Kumar, all of you, welcome. Paul Jasper, Getchu Wilson, Mohammed Masakwe. It's good to have all of you joining us. Now, did you hear what he said? First, the man missed his name. AUP guys are criminals. They can lie. Another person.
Welcome, Chief. Yeah. What is your name? I'm Paul Cooper.
Paul Cooper.
Say what?
You say what? Dennis Cooper.
Yeah, Mr. Cooper, welcome.
Oh, good.
You're here today at the front of the airport. What's your mission here today? You came here with a leader for our benefit. You came here with a leader for your benefit. Yeah. What kind of benefit are you here for?
So this idiot said he came with his leader for his benefit. Then they asked him what kind of benefit. He said the benefit he went there for, they call Ako. Ako.
Yeah. So, Ako is what type of group?
You know, Akko is what type of group?
I was small already. I was not good.
He said he was small.
You don't know. But if you're
Now, I needed to see the man who said he was small. He now know Akko that which group. They told me is older than me. Let me show you. See the man? The man say he was small. He know Akko that working a group. Yeah, man. Benefit and money. I'll play it by. Just know him. Akko. Akko is what type of group? The man say really he know Akko that what type of group? You was small, you wanna know. Now that small boy, yeah. The journalist supposed to ask me how many children in here.
okay.
The benefit of money. Joe Burger is a shameless old man. He needs to listen or he needs to watch this video. You see how he's in Paris. The people were taken from their homes in their workplaces on the Somalia Drive and other places where there are strongholds for Unity Party, where some of these UP folks have influence there. They put them in, but they buckle them in buses and drag them at the Rabat International Airport and pretend they use the police to pretend like they didn't want the Unity partisans and their supporters to go to the airport to receive Joe Burger. So they pretended like, oh yeah, they're kind of stage managed thing. Let's create a blockade here so it doesn't bring issue in the country because we stop the seditions from coming here to receive George Weah. So they put all that showmanship. This old man goes to the airport because he are going to receive his benefit. Now, that's the message they were instructed, the leaders were instructed to communicate to the ordinary people. Because had they gone to the ordinary people and told them that, hey, the president is coming from the US today. We need all of you to go to the airport to receive the president. Trust me, it is 99.9999% sure that those people would not have agreed to go to that airport to receive that sick man called Joe Burger because of his honor performance in our country. They were not going to go there. They were going to say no. They were going to resist the request to go and receive the president. So the only way they could have convinced the people, hey, I don't know, do the campaign, what they call it, your wash your money, some of your in your pay, we're giving it to you on the airport. And you know, some of you the people who will retire, who from the executive mansion, who they dismiss, or the people who will retire, who will lay off. And you know, you get your money, your severance benefit, yeah. They're cool. When you go to the airport, they will give you pay your severance benefit, your different claims you have, financial claims you have. They will pay your money to the airport. So you go tell your friend, let's go to the airport. They will pay your money there. That's how these people who are not literate to our level, where Blanfum was misled into going to the airport with the mindset that they were going to receive their severance benefits at the airport. So they decided to go there. They went there, no money. Even as that, the buses were empty. So they took the buses at the airport. They didn't carry human beings because human beings rejected. They refused. So the mindset was, there are some people who may be to the airport, so let's carry all these buses. As we come with the president, people might be will be slowing down for people to get in the buses. Still, they carry the buses empty. They brought them back empty. See the fleet of buses, folks, that the UP government took to the airport today. Empty buses at the airport. See the fleet of buses. See the buses? See the buses? You see them? You see the buses? You see the buses? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. He finish. I felt 15 here. He finish. He finish. So yeah, so this is what the guy, the person closing argument, we put on 15 buses he could check on motorbike. Apparently he started doing the video late, so at least the video can check at least 15 buses. You watch the video, those of you watching us via Facebook, you watch a video. If you didn't watch the video, let me play it again. See the buses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, the 15 way better, but he didn't reach out the motorbike. The 15, okay, the 15 there in the picture. So you see 15 buses. The list that the motorbike, the journalists on the motorbike could check, could recall. 15 to bring Joe Barker. All the buses. Let's even assume that there were human beings in those buses that rode the buses to go to Roberts International Airport on no charter, with the impression that they were going to receive their severance benefits on the airport. Joe Barker, shame on you. Big shame on you. There's a song that could just sound, they call Shame on Them All. Those are saying, loud, shame on them. Eh? Shame on Joe Barker. Austin Kawa, I say big shame on Joe. Uncle Joe, you fool the people. You fool the people. You fool your followers. You've embarrassed your followers. You've embarrassed the young people who supported you, who stood with you. That's what you've done. That's what you've done. Now listen to your Chief Justice. Let's conclude on your Chief Justice. Let's conclude on your Chief Justice, and then we can move on to talk our president. We can move on to talk our president. Our president's birthday. So let's talk. Let's move. Listen to what the Chief Justice. This embarrassment. Okay. Okay, bear with me. It's opening.
Some maestros to the president. Most of them were law school graduates.
Let me start from the beginning.
And a few of them, some maestros to the president. Weeks ago, I recommended some maestros.
Weeks ago, I recommended some maestros to the president.
Most of them were law school graduates, and a few of them were not law school graduates. Among the maestros is my son.
And most of the maestros that he recommended is his son.
William.
Basically.
He just completed second year law school.
He's a second year law school student.
The president of Liberia appointed these people. I received a letter from honor, capacity as the president, that the president has appointed normal lawyer as a maestro. And
look, you see, I will text Representative Foley family and apologize to him. You know why? I'm not going to apologize to Foley family because I regret the criticism that I made against him. I'm not going to call him to apologize because I regret the comments I made towards his description of this idiot. No. I'm calling him to agree with him. To apologize for not agreeing with him then that the man goes to the King Juice shop regularly. because he has a reasoning of a King Jew sucker. So Representative Foley Family was right when he said this man comments are influenced by King Jews. The Chief Justice is justifying his action to recommend his son. Listen to him.
And that was wrong, and that he wanted to intervene, advise the president. Next on Facebook, I saw the press release issue. Basically, I appointed his son, who is not a lawyer, as a serving direct maestry. And they joined. So I got friends all over the world. Everybody called, what happened? I said, well, thank God. I'm going to where her honor is. First of all,
Her honor in this case is referring to the president of the National Trial Judges of Liberia, Councillor Nancy Finda Sami.
Almost. The law, the constitution of the country did power to the president to appoint all presidential appointees.
You know that one.
You don't have to get advice from anybody. But when it comes to the judiciary, you appoint the chief justice, associate justice, judges, magistrates, and associate magistrates. But when it comes to magistrates, the law says the serving direct magistrate shall be a graduate of law school.
His son is not a graduate.
So if the president appoint anybody who is not a graduate of law school, I, as the chief justice,
he not get control over
will respectfully go to the limits of president. They want you in error.
Okay. But he recommended his son who is not a graduate.
Law school graduate. But when it comes to associate magistrate, there is nothing in the law. The law is has to be silent. And you must say, no, as lawyer, that what the law does not give, it holds. Meaning that the president of Liberia has authority to appoint anybody as an associate magistrate. And the lady said to me, I don't see one person that the president appointed as serving direct magistrate who is not a lawyer. But the 4 or 5 persons who were appointed as associate magistrate who are not a lawyer, that's the one they put it. My son is a second. My son is aged. He's a Liberian. He is in law school. And I nominated him to the president. And the president to appoint him.
And I nominated him to the president.
I do not see anything wrong with that, man.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's coming from our chief
I don't
justice.
see anything wrong with that. The president is not wrong. You are not violating the law, so I cannot intervene. I cannot advise.
You can't intervene. Can't advise.
Besides that, we say that my issue and every high school who are still on judicial payroll. The fact that we decided we train college graduates to be associate magistrate because we cannot afford to get lawyer now, they not take the power from the president to appoint.
But your son has not been trained.
And since the law did not say that he must be a law school graduate, he has the authority to do so. That's my interpretation of the law.
That's his interpretation of the law. That's the interpretation of the law. He said that is his interpretation of the law. The Chief Justice, the number one interpreter of our law in the country, says he sees nothing wrong with appointing or recommending his son for appointment. When our code of conduct forbids individuals in high places or individuals of influence from using their influence to place their friends, their relatives, into key positions or into positions in government. This man who is supposed to be holding the highest standard of morality in the country. Because when laws are breached, when laws are violated, when people's rights are being undermined, they run down there for heaven, for safety, for rescue. This Chief Justice holds the opinion deep down in his rusted skull that he has done nothing wrong. He has done nothing morally wrong. He has done nothing legally wrong, and he cannot intervene to advise the president to withdraw the nomination of his son, who is not a lawyer. Do you see the heart of the illiteracy that is deeply rooted in this man's skull? He says to you he does not see anything wrong. Better tell me, folks. We're building a system on some fundamental pillars to strengthen our democracy, or that are supposed to strengthen our democracy, uphold the sanctity, the morality, the integrity of our democracy. These are the fundamental pillars that if we're not careful, we're going to lose the integrity and the morality of our democracy. The rule of law, the independence of the judiciary. The PA recommends his son at the Pinzio Magisterial Court as associate magistrate. You know what that does? If his son succeeds in going at that court, just by his presence in the court, it's going to intimidate a lot of individuals in that court, including the magistrate of the court. The independence of the magistrate will be under question because it is Yami Gbese, Chief Justice of our country, that will be influencing his son to ensure what he wants to happen happens at the Pinzio Magisterial Court. You're weakening the independence of the court when you start appointing your relatives, your friends, courts. You are weakening the independence of the judiciary. You can't be the Chief Justice and you are nominating your friends, your sisters, your son, your children at the different courts. Just pray to tell me, man, what is this? And for the first time, I think in this year, I'm going to appreciate some Unity Party folks who are standing tall publicly and coming out publicly to denounce not just the decision of the Chief Justice to recommend his son, but to even denounce his justification. The justification that follows his decision to recommend his son has even added insult to the injury he has caused. But the good thing about it is that his government is begging foreign business people to come here. This government is begging financial institutions to give them loan. This government is begging investors to come here and invest here. This government is begging America to give them the second Liberia or second compact. But Liberia has to pass key indicators. Good governance. Rule of law. How you pass good governance and rule of law? You can't pass it. The Americans out there, they saw you. They saw the executive use the legislature and the judiciary to illegally remove a speaker. It means our whole governance system is weak. If they will give you money, they will give you money on a huge risks. But they know you can pass the good governance indicator. They know you can pass the rule of law indicator. Because the independence of the judiciary has been buried. It was broken since. They were here when they saw Joe Bugger did not declare his asset within the perimeter of the law. What the law required, the time frame the law required to declare, Bugger did not declare, and they were here, so they are aware. But that Bugger started disrespecting the law from the inception of his election as president to our country. That was prior to his inauguration. The Americans are aware that Yami Gbese is a compromised puppet seated in the Supreme Court to represent Valen Shemon, who is under sanction. The Americans are aware. And if they're not aware, we are telling them. They are aware. They know more than I know. they do better and stronger and reliable investigation and establish facts than me as an individual, because they have the sophisticated capacity to know what they want to know. The Americans, I repeat, the Americans are aware that George Yamin Gbese, who is now the Chief Justice, is a puppet to Vani Shemo, a man who is under sanction by the US government, who is accused of using his influence and wealth to bribe the courts in Liberia. The Americans are aware that the dissenting opinion that George Yamin Gbese made or issued in the Kofa case when the Supreme Court ruled was written and issued by Vani Shemo, given to him by Vani Shemo to read. The Americans, just as I know, that's how the Americans are aware. The Americans that we are begging to help us strengthen our democracy, help us strengthen the rule of law. They pump that money in here to reform on judicial reform. This is the disaster they are getting from the system that they invested millions of US dollars in to build its independence, to build its professionalism, to build its morality and integrity. This is the result that the Americans are getting from Yamin Gbese and the entire judiciary. This is the result. But they are aware that Yamin Gbese is a puppet working for Vani Shemo. He has worked for Vani Shemo all his life in a court, from judge to associate justice to now Chief Justice. They are aware. Follow the global witness case that indicted Vani Shemo. You know the role Vani Shemo, Yamin Gbese played in that case when he was a judge. And these information are available. So that's why some of us, I said, we will speak the things and say the things that not everybody behind microphone will dare decide to say, because they are always afraid. Oh, we're not gonna BBT, you be talking so. But these are the information we are sharing that's causing our country such a huge harm. We take a group of corrupt individuals who lack strong moral standing to make decisive decisions for our country that will benefit our country, that will promote our reputation as a country, that will promote our integrity as a country, that will elevate our moral voice as a country. We place them into key positions of integrity. He cannot even stand deny his son, who is not even trained by the Judicial Institute, who is not a law school graduate. He may say, it's not possible. Do you know how many law school graduates in the country? How many Anthony are laws in this country that can be appointed and even smarter than his son? I know a list of them. Some of whom are journalists. Do you know how many smart lawyers in this country went to law school? Some of them are even practicing now. You tell your son appointing as magistrate, associate magistrate, and you think the entire country will sit down and allow that thing to happen? There are people there who give you the accusing and say the United Party people. Jeremiah Samuel Dugbere, Alpha Sikpeni, Victor Howard, all the people, those are all law school graduates, young, smart. I know. Do you think they can serve as associate magistrate in these courts? They can. But the Chief Justice is preferring his son, who is a law school student. And guess what? There are lawyers who are teaching at the law school, who are teaching his son, but they cannot get appointed as magistrate or associate magistrate. They want to serve the judiciary because that's what they want the school to learn. There's no lawyer that will tell you, I want to serve as associate magistrate or magistrate. They find pleasure. They find comfort. That's where they espouse to showcase their confidence and their intellect and gain the experience, the legal experience to build the CV and build the capacity and prove a professional point to the society that they did not go to school for nothing. You exclude him and prioritize your son. And if that boy was not his son, he wouldn't prioritize him, man. He said, I recommended my son for appointment. He said it in the video. As a president returned to this country, if Baka had not made any decision, serious decision, since he took over, the first decision we expect Baka to make is to withdraw. Is to recall and withdraw the nomination of that boy, that basic boy from the appointment, the nomination list. We don't need to be begging, crying, to be informing the president about these things that are happening. Jeremy Pia is information minister. He meets the president at least 3 times a week. But I know that he meets the president every Monday to get briefing from the president and to also brief the president. These are the issues that Pia will have to deal with, that the Ministry of Information will have to defend. Mr. President, these are the issues, these are the complicated or controversial issues that we are dealing with. We have to clarify. What do you prefer? Do we go to clarify, or do you have do you have, what's your opinion? The president, no, let me go there. Then Pia will can't clarify, find a defense or a justification. But the president needs to know the controversial issues, the controversial issues, governance decision that are in the country, the decisions that the government has taken that are drawing controversies. The president needs to know. Probably the president will be able to reconsider his decision. That's why the Minister of Information, the legal advisor to the president, the national security advisor to the president, the Minister of Justice, that other idiot too. That's why these people are around the president. But now the Minister of Justice should have written the president's office, or driven to the president's office and say, Mr. President, this is the issue. Mr. President, I think you have to reconsider your decision on this man. They found somebody else to put there. For Nima, no issue. But let's find somebody else to put there. It can't be him. His nomination is clearly in violation of the law, and his father had already gone in the public, is already on record to say he recommended his son. It's the president. If the father had not said he made the recommendation, it would have been a different case for your government. Because the president, whether we like it or not, the president reserves the right to appoint who he wants to appoint in his government. But his appointment should not be influenced by other people for ulterior motives or reasons, like in the case of the Chief Justice. The Chief Justice is the one who recommended his son to the president for appointment. It violates our code of conduct. That's clearly a nepotistic behavior. That nepotism. No parent is supposed to influence the government bureaucracy. No government officials. No government official is supposed to influence our government bureaucracy to have his or her child or children appointed or nominated by the president in government. That's not supposed to happen. And we do these things, and we be so illiterate, we come to the public to justify, say nothing wrong. The Chief Justice said if we point to any law that will show or confirm that his action to nominate his son or recommend his son for appointment is in violation of the law, he will resign. The trial judges went for the code of conduct and put it up to him. Up to now, he hasn't resigned. I saw a piece from the student representative to the faculty senate of the University of Liberia calling on the Chief Justice to resign. I think all well-meaning Liberians in this country, including the youth and student groups, our religious leaders, there are still some good ones on the council. They need to ask the Chief Justice to step aside. He has violated a key ethical and moral standing. He breached. He has violated it. The code of conduct. That document is the primary document that is used for ethical and professional evaluation of public officials. The document itself, with our interpretation from the office of the ombudsman, which we are also waiting for. because the office of the ombudsman hasn't spoken yet. But just by the father's admittance and justification that he has done nothing wrong, the president has done nothing wrong, the office of the ombudsman is supposed to come up with a statement. Because that office implements the code of conduct. The only ethical document, the only document law we have in our country that promotes ethical, professional, and moral standings in our government is the code of conduct. That's a statutory document. It's a statutory law. It was enacted by the legislature for all public officials. Yamin Gbese intentionally, knowingly violated the code of conduct. And he said he will resign if we show a document or a law that his action to nominate his son has violated. The code of conduct is shown. The Chief Justice has to resign. The President has to recall the nomination. Recall the nominee. The President doesn't have an option. He has to recall the nominee. And the Chief Justice has to resign. The Chief Justice does not have any moral integrity, any moral standing. He doesn't have any integrity. He has lost everything. Public trust is not there. The public is supposed to trust the Chief Justice, even if they cannot trust the other lower courts. The first thing they may prove that he doesn't even have authority over the law. He's not knowledgeable about the laws. Because to argue that there's no law that violates his action violates, it means he does not know the law. He can't be Chief Justice. Even if he didn't know, he should have research. And then he said he will resign. He has to resign. And that's going to be our call. The Chief Justice must resign. The President must recall the nominee. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have exhausted our political issues. It's almost 10 o'clock. 2 hours, 20 minutes from now, the world will be celebrating George Weah's birthday. All continents across the world will be wishing him happy birthday. He is the most celebrated Liberian to have ever existed on planet Earth. Nobody. So I'd like to play this and then we open the telephone lines. The President is listening to you now. So what you want to, the kind of birthday greeting you want to send to him, he's listening. And so let me play you. Oh, where they can put it in here, man? Let me play you something very sweet. I told Alexa, I said, Alexa, this piece is sexy. She started laughing. Yeah. She did something we call, in Portugal, we call this spoken word. Let me. So listen. Oh no, this is not here. Oh, Fernando, send me Tell's number. I'm not seeing the which one of my number you send it on. Which one of the numbers she sent this thing on? I can see it. Let me see here. I think this should be it. No. Yeah, good evening, Gus. What's up? What's up, Gus? So listen to this. Final day is spoken word for His Excellency the President, the standard bearer of the CDC, political leader of the CDC, former President of the Republic of Liberia. Is so I say I need you to take a listen. I need you to take a listen, and then we open the telephone lines to speak to George Weah, George Manneh Weah, who is listening to all of us tonight. He has our ears, so talk to him. Vanya, let's hear you. Will begin with Princess Alexa Vanja Curry.
A stubborn seed planted deep October 1st, 1966, a promise to keep. It grew beyond the horizon's reach in Liberia's slum, where dreams often breach, where stars are dimmed and lights diminished might. Dreams reversed, lost in endless night. But he searched and dreamed and broke the mold. His dreams became his doings, his breakthrough to unfold. A global star emerged. Reality check. From Liberia's soar, he triumphed. Africa's pride reflected. The world's stage became his runway. Stories told. When Liberia's image was sold, his legends unfolds. A phenomenon. No introduction needed. Illustrations of resilience, strength, success, and influence seeded. Politics whispered, he's not good enough. But he looked them dead in the eye, broke the vicious stuff, classism circle. Designed to keep him low, he shattered it, rose high like a dolphin in tow. Standing tall, a masterpiece, genuine treasure rare, a legend in his own right beyond compare. Some say he is the past, the present, the future. But I say he is a legend true. A man of unending praise with a story anew, etched in minds of lives he has touched. Despite life's tough test. From slums to stardom, he rose and still finds rest. George Mane Weah, a fountain of elevation high, motivation, inspiration, celebration, touching the sky. Under bullets, emotionally burning, gasping for air, they blamed him for ashes, but he transformed lives with care. Folded in the beginning, now unfolded I stand, because he is a legendary gem, now built for small minds and spaces, unimaginable grace, dictating his own fate. Faith, unconditional, his path, no need to debate. Cheers to many new chapters. African best, European best, world best, political leader, president, a legacy to nest. The conquerors with democratic change and Liberia's 25th president of pride, George Mane Weah, the legend, forever he will reside, will reside, will reside, will reside.
Wow. I want to ask you one question. I didn't know she. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, I was saying.
They think you wrote. The spoken word. Say me here live on the radio.
There should be a gift. Don't drop my voicemail audible to spoil it. I beg you. After tomorrow, I will perform it live on the radio. The thing I'm supposed to listen tomorrow, but instead no work. So we needed to play it as I'm speaking to you right now. I'm at my videographer area where we're putting the video together. I'm not live on the radio.
I say you live on the radio. You say you're not live. You live on the radio. After your long narration, tell me the thing. Yeah, on the phone.
Oh my God! I don't know if I'm gonna perform it as it is sounding, but basically this is a whole piece on spoken word because I'm working on a spoken word series and. But since tomorrow is George Mane Weah's birthday, Liberia's immediate past president, I decided to do this as a tribute, okay?
Okay.
So, I'm not supposed to say this on the radio. So, it said, the stars planted deep October 1st, 1966, a promise to keep. It grew beyond the horizon's reach in Liberia's slums, where dreams often breach, where stars are dimmed and lights diminished might. Dreams reversed, lost in endless night. For he searched and dreamed and broke the mold. His dreams became his doings, his breakthrough to unfold. A global star emerged. reality checked. From Liberia's soar, he triumphed. Africa's pride reflected. The world stage became his runway, stories told. When Liberia's image was sold, his legends unfold. A phenomenon. No introduction needed. Illustrations of resilience, strength, success, and influence seated. Politics whispered, he's not good enough. But he looked them dead in the eye, broke the vicious soft, classes himself were designed to keep him low. He shattered it, rose high like a dolphin in tow, standing tall, a masterpiece, genuine treasure rare, a legend in his own right beyond compare. Some say he is the past, the present, the future, but I say he is a legend true, a man of unending praise with a story anew, etched in minds of lives he has touched. Despite life's tough test, from slums to stardom, he rose and finds rest. John high, motivation, inspiration, celebration, touching the sky. Under bullets, emotionally burning, gasping for air, they blamed him for the ashes, but he transformed lives with care. Folded in the beginning, now afforded I stand, because he is a legendary gem, the built for small minds and spaces, unimaginable grace, dictating his own fate. Fate, unconditional, his path, no need to debate. Shares to many new chapters, African best, European best, world best, political leader, president, a legacy to nest. The conquerors with democratic change, and Liberia's 25th president, the pride, George Mane Weah, the legend, wherever he will reside. Basically,
folks, 0776 104 1040 886 500 104. Those are the numbers to call and be a part of the show. The voice you hear is the voice of Princess Alexa Vanja Cuddy. She did everything about that spoken word. So I call her live to have her perform it live on the phone. And there's a video that is being produced to that effect. We'll show you the video link that you all can go there, like the page, subscribe, follow the page, good, and then watch the performance of this spoken word. Vanja, congratulations to you. Thank you for that. I hope this can be the most beautiful and appreciated gift that the president will receive on his birthday.
And you say Miss Monday for performing for you.
Send me a morning number.
Yeah.
Bye. So yes, folks, let's take calls on the different numbers. Beginning with this number. Good evening to you. Let's hear you. Joshua's birthday in few hours. What do you have to say to him? He's listening.
Happy birthday to you, your brother. Happy birthday to you, President Weah. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's talk to the next person. Good evening to you. Sorry, say again.
This is GT calling for Canada in Mountain.
Okay, yeah, I got you, my opinion. Text me on my number. You got my number, text me. You got my number, man. You had talked before, I think so. Hello? No, let's go to the international line. Take TV from that side. Good evening to you, my dear brother. Let's hear you.
Hey, Austin, thank you very much for having me. This is GT calling from Canada. And I want to say happy birthday to the Robert Master. Robert, happy birthday. Wish you many more years to come. So Austin,
yeah.
And when you have Princess, how we call it, Alexa on the line, you know? No, the way she was saying the thing, we just need a beat. Right behind it, you just need to post on a video on it, because the way she was doing it, beat. It's not engineers will be serious now and be putting beat on it.
She's already in the
thank you for coming back.
Thank you. She's already in the studio doing the video to that effect, and so we're going to share the links for all of us, all of you to follow and watch and subscribe to the page. Let's take calls on the different number. The diaspora line is +231. It is plus 231-886-500-104. God's help. Let's hear you. Go ahead.
Thank you for the recognition, Austin. You know, right now I'm a bit emotional. I'm emotional by the fact that the president of my late son, who was memed in 2018, 10 days after his birthday, shared the same birth, October 1st. I just want to use this time to express heartfelt felicitations to the former president, our Black Diamond of Africa, for another day of God's providence upon his life. Wishing him all of the best that is out there for him. And I also want to take hats off to Sarah Student. No wonder why she was painted or given that name some time ago. A piece written by Alexa is excellent. A worth some how you call it, recognition anytime in the future.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, guys. Let's go to the telephone lines. Let's talk to more. Let's talk to more of you. I'm trying to get something through here from this computer. I hope. Let me check something. My mic is off. No, it can be. Okay. So I'm trying to get something through here. Let me check the volume. Okay. Okay. Let's take calls. We're reserving our song for tomorrow. Today is just the eve of the birthday, but the eve of the birthday is the birthday itself to some of us who believe in Mr. Weah and trust him and celebrate him. Man, Sisi, let's hear you, Ambassador, Doctor.
I improve myself today. Tomorrow big giving birth. No, happy birthday to my son Bakube. Talk about they talk and do. Happy birthday, my child. Then the whole world to thank you, Alexa, for that branded way you take power so money, John. The song that you must say that Scarlett Joe we are to anything you do. Let's go to the country. Wait for the country. Babu, and then you take that set it with you. Happy birthday tomorrow is your day. Before I eat, I'm here going on the ground eating. I will sing my song for you. Tomorrow will be giving birth. The whole water and everything. Take my song, Austin.
Thank you, Masisi. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Liberians, tomorrow is George Weah's birthday. Let's say you. Good evening to you. What do you have to say to Mr. Weah?
Good evening to those who part of the show. And I saw say welcome back on the radio.
Thank you.
Yeah, been a little while. Then I came and thank God that you resources from the radio. So I was listening to you, but I know you don't have the time. You were spending the time to people to wish the former president happy pre-birthday. I want us to have conversation around this recommendation that was made by the Chief Justice, and I want us to go through constitutional provisions that I wanted to read, but the time is not there. So whenever you come to read and having such conversation, then we can have conversation about the recommendation that was made.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Next person, let's hear you.
How you doing?
I'm okay. It's good to have you here. What's your name? Where are you joining us from? What do you have to say to the former president?
What's the more thing? The men are fighting the party in the country. Along with Council, your own daughter. I joined the Council. No, I was not about the myself. I don't be here for you to live. And should not be left. But to my situation be, I was leader. You own leader. And you are a father. We're looking up to you. We're not Zimbabweans. We are looking up to you. You are the only hope we got in the country. Through our brother, Councilor Dawson Yoru. It's a man of so God for you. Honorable Levy. May the Almighty Allah bless you. And us in the world, I know how we do the thing tomorrow, how we do it, brother. I will celebrate it tomorrow.
Don't worry. We'll give you protocol. But I know tentatively there is no official protocol for the celebration. But I'm not the official spokesperson to announce that. So, good evening to you. Let's talk to Claudia.
Yeah, today. Finish. Don't come from here.
I thought that Claudia Addison was calling. Could go ahead? Sorry.
Anyway, thanks for putting me on. I just want to say to my president, our president, that we know, happy pre-birthday to you. The president that didn't want little girls to go in the various offices for men to lift their clothes up and put their finger up in there. The president that wants a market with me not to stay outside and have a place to sell. The president who said there was not too many jobs in the country. So let the little boys ride a motorcycle, but let it be safe on the road. That's the president I'm talking about. That's the man that has love, care, and respect for human beings. I say, happy birthday to you. May God grant you all your heart desire. No weapon formed against you, President George Manneh Weah. No weapon. The man who wedding I went to with Sakwamaya, they did now. All of us were at your wedding. We have fun. That's the man I'm talking about. That's the George Manneh Weah I'm talking about. I say, happy birthday. God bless you, my son. God bless you. And God will always be with you. Thank you for having me on your platform.
You are always welcome. You're always welcome. Let's talk to the next person.
One more minute tomorrow. Tomorrow will not be that 1 more minute. Everybody can have.
Oh, sure. If I will give you,
yeah, the king is in Liberia already. 1 more minute. We gotta get him his gold. We gotta send him on a golden chair. But the other people coming to America stay in the basement after few weeks, then they go sit down in New York. We gotta get him. All right, please.
Don't worry, the time will be available tomorrow. We'll do that. Tomorrow's show is 100% dedicated to George Weah. We're not talking politics tomorrow.
Yes, I beg you guys, President Weah key and his place was burned, so he not having nothing. But they having a gym. It says somewhere in Montreal there. I'm not there. Y'all go to the gym. But he not having anything right now. He gotta put money aside now to fix his place. So I beg you, I know we love you, so you go to the gym and you go enjoy yourself. God bless everybody. I love you people. Supporting for Safeway USA.
Kude. Dakuboni?
Yes.
Kude.
The general for Atlanta, Georgia.
Thank you very much. Let's let you go and talk to others who have less than 5 minutes to be here. Let's hope we can take four more calls. Good evening to you. Let's hear you.
Good evening, Austin. How are you, brother?
I am great to be back behind these microphones. It's good to have you on the show.
Yeah, I really want to take it about here, and thank God you are back. This is Stephen Car, and I got to say happy birthday to my president, George Manneh Weah. He remains our president. He remains our heart. And this is a man that, before coming to the presidency, people referring to him as Mr. Nobody. He didn't know anything. And those are all that supported him, even up to present, were referring to as stupid people. People that have all of the experience, they have all of the knowledge, they are on board. We are seeing all of the error, we are seeing all of the mistakes that they are making. So we always love you, we always stand by you as you celebrate tomorrow. We pray that the Lord will continuously give you that heart for Liberia and heart for Liberians. Because I wanted somebody with that heart will be able to do his or her best for the country. What you did for the 6 years, your hand mark are there. It is there, they can see it, though they are mismanaging some of the they cannot destroy it, we will come back and put them back on track. And may Almighty God bless you as you celebrate tomorrow. Thank you, Austin.
Thank you very much. Second to the last caller, let's hear you. Good evening to you. I'm listening to you. Go ahead. Go ahead. You're live.
Yeah, Austin.
You are live. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much for your talking about this series. You know, the teacher will not have any day work on the teacher in because you don't even have prosperity, so the needed is that teachers is to how to bring it, like you bring it some for father to expect. Message in our family on the future. And father show that he will be time. To justify after the topical can enroll into Platicova and after and speaker. The boy said he will do busy with 2.5 hours. So we have no competition in the learner.
Thank you very much. 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 Thanks to all of you. 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 Thanks to all of you. Tonight we're not singing, we're just humming.
LBR.com. LBR.com.
Okay, folks, we have to go. Thanks to all of you, City Gates, Kudel Williams, all of you, Mercy Severs. It's good to have all of you. Thank you, Claudia Addison, Ruth, Tiki Myers. Who are thanks. We have to go home. You want to really enjoy the show, you forget that you get a challenge. You have to go visit. But we visit, but it's good to be back here. And we hope we can be back here till eternity.
With your friends.
Until we see you tomorrow, by God's grace, thanks to Cram Stopper Liberia of Omen Simpson and Wayne Liberia for the sponsorship and partnership of the show. We're encouraging more sponsors, more partners, and more affiliates on the show. We have the business space for you to do business with us. We are not expensive. We are affordable. We are reasonable. We are open to negotiation on any price or cost to associate, affiliate, or sponsor or co-sponsor the show. Until we see tomorrow, good night to all of you. My name is Austin Kawa. Bye-bye.
To you, I'll be back there.